Trauma is not a life sentence. What makes it a life sentence is our inability or our lack of courage to stay consistent to healing the trauma. Like, pay attention to how you're healing yourself. You could be doing it in a passive way, or you could be doing it in a very proactive and assertive way. You can just heal yourself today, and then 2 years down the line, you could say, oh, I went with a friend and we decided to go do a breathwork session, and I just went with them and I had the biggest transformation. What happened between the 2-year gap? There was no inner work done. What happened to the healing work in between the 2-year gap? So that's what creates the long ass journey of healing. I did not come on this planet to be healing for the rest of my life. I don't believe in that. Everyone says that this journey is, I don't believe in that. That shit don't make no sense to me. Because when we were children, we didn't have all these emotions. We didn't have all this trauma when we were children. We got them when we were children, but when we came out that womb, and depending on your upbringing, when we came out that womb, we didn't have all this shit that we got to constantly work through. So you can't tell me that we're going to be living our whole life dealing with trauma. That don't make no sense. So what we can say is we just don't know how to attack it. We don't know how to embrace it. We don't know how to support and know how to release these things outside of our bodies. We could say that, but I'm not going to sit up and say that I'm going to be healing myself forever. How are you responding to your emotional work? Are you waiting for another workshop to come up? Are you waiting for another retreat? Are you waiting for someone like me to share this knowledge to you, to activate you and uplift you and inspire you? Or are you taking the active work to try to figure your shit out, to deal with it? My biggest focus is on taking care of the big blocks, not the small ones. Because the big blocks are 9 times out of 10, and let's go with the whole 10, is connected to the small ones. So when you get to the root of your problem and not just cutting off the branches off the tree, then you can completely let go and completely uproot everything that's inside of you. It's all dealing with the root. It's not dealing with the branches. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying it's comfortable. But what I'm saying is it's a necessity. And what I'm saying is that it's time for Black people specifically to create the shift and let go of all the shit that we're holding on to. We are still holding on to slavery. We're still holding on to what white people did to us. That's called an injustice wound. We suffer from injustice. Yes, we suffer from that as a people, but we still have to heal from that. The damage is already done. So for us to continue the narrative, well, they done this and they done that, that's not healing work. That's you complaining about a trigger or trauma or emotion that's still stored in your body, that's creating havoc in your body, that's creating migraines, headaches,